You got to fix something that was not in a position that needed to be fixed. Nothing's broken. You just did something incorrectly. Stop. Reassess everything. Wait. How long is it going to take for you to be profitable? How long is it going to take for you to make money trading? I don't know. How long is it going to take for you to fix that shit? Some of you right now might be smiling and shaking your head thinking, yep, you just fucking pegged me right there. And the ones that aren't going to be surviving in this are the ones that are cringing and saying, talk about something else. Talk about something else. Because I just landed right on your ass. And you don't see it as a problem. You think that you'll figure it out doing that same shit. Well, here's what you're going to figure out. You're going to figure out that you did it wrong. You're going to figure out that you're undisciplined, you're unteachable, and you're stubborn. And you're going to be fucking struggling forever until you fix that. It can be corrected, but you have to stop thinking like that. If a loss comes, accept it. Okay. Is there something for me to trade right now? If there is, I have to trade with less leverage. Done. Simple. How hard is that? 2 losing trades in one session stops you. What's a session? Whatever it is. If it's in the same 24-hour period, from midnight New York to the close at 5 p.m. the next day in New York, that's your full thing. If you have 2 losing trades in that period, you fucking cannot. You are not given permission to take another fucking trade until midnight comes again. Pray tell, how the fuck are you going to blow your account? How are you going to do that? You think about this stuff every single time you failed your combine, or you lost your funded account, or you blew your account. You think about it all the time. After it happens, you think, I could have been there if I just would have did this. If I just would have stopped. You're fucking right. So how long is it going to take for you to make money trading? How long is it going to take for you to learn how to be consistently profitable? How long is it going to take for you to learn that lesson? How many times have I taught it? How many times have I talked about it? How many times have I bitched and preached on it, and still students get on Twitter and complain to me, yeah, this blew my account today. All of the trades that blew the account that day. That should never happen. That should never happen. So what's the problem there? Reckless abandonment, absolutely zero money management. Zero, zilch. It's fucking not present. So what's the problem with that person? They're impulsive, they're reckless, they're undisciplined, and they have no appreciation for risk, and they have no risk model. So you can have a trade model, but what's your risk model? How do you assess risk? How do you manage risk? How do you navigate a trade? When you move your stop loss, how do you manage open profits if you feel the tug of war inside? I've been teaching all that stuff, folks, but it goes in one ear out the other for some of you. And when you send tweets to me, tell me, yeah, I blew my account today. I lost control of myself. I did stupid stuff. Right. So yes, that happened. I agree. You messed it up, but that's not your career. You got fired from your job as a trader with that account. You're never going to get another job. If you lost your job right now, whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, whatever that job is that you can't stand doing anyway, but you needed to eat. If you lost your job, you're going to say, fuck it, I'm not going to get another one. I'm not getting another job. Fuck that shit. I might lose that one too. I'm not going to do that. No, of course not. An asshole thinks like that. You're going to go out immediately putting resumes out there trying to find another job. What are you doing? You're submitting to the process. Do you know that you're going to have a fucking job at the end of the month? No, but you're sticking to it, aren't you? Why? Because you fucking have to do it that way, because that's the process too. Because they don't come knocking on your door. Hey, Brian. Hey, man. You there? Listen, buddy. Listen, I heard the bad news. You just got fucking canned. It's a sad situation. But I'm here to bring you good news. I'm here to give you another job. You ready? That's not how it works. But that's exactly the mindset you think that trading should be. Like, everybody owes you something. Everybody's going to bend their fucking ass over and say, here, give it to us. Come on, man. Park it up here. No. That's not how this works. It's war. And you will lose, and you will bleed, and you will feel regret, and you'll have all those things that you have to wrestle with. But when you go into this with a proper mindset that you've conditioned yourself to be a fucking homicidal psychopath, we have zero emotion. You're in there to take from everybody, give nothing. But even the best gunslinger, even John Wick himself, gets hit by cars more times than is realistic, but still, nonetheless, great cinematic entertainment. But you're going to get hurt sometimes. What's the process? You have to stick to it. You got to stick to it. You got to be able to see the end result. If you can't see it, you won't stick with it. And everything is temporary. Every little difficulty, every little thing that you think is a big mountain in your path right now, it's not. It's not. It's just time that you have to continuously do these things. Then you'll see, oh yeah, I can see these things forming before they happen. I'm seeing it happen in the chart. It's real time. I'm watching. It's going to be there. And then boom, it does exactly what I was expecting to do. There's stages in this engagement that you have to submit to. And each one has its own unique little characteristics that's going to make you feel much more empowered than you really are at that time, and overconfident. And that overconfidence is what rushes people into, I'm ready to do a funded account combine and pass it. I'm ready to get a funded account. I'm ready to put real money into an account and trade it. When you're not. That's all I'm doing when I say it's going to take you 2 years to get really good at this. Get good at it, meaning you can't be influenced. You know what you're looking for. You know exactly what you're looking for. You know how you're going to engage it. You're not going to be upset about it. If you have a losing trade, you're going to maybe try one more, but with less risk on. And if you take a loss there, you're stopping, and you're going to go and do whatever you want to do the rest of the day, and you're not going to feel bad about it. You're not going to regret it. You're not going to beat yourself up about it. But you lose one little opportunity, whether you take the trade or if you missed it, you're beating yourself up. You're bitching about it on social media. You're arguing with your spouse. You're kicking your dog. You come to work with an attitude because you got to look at Carl's fucking mug, and you're sitting there thinking, if I just would have had a real account and did that trade that I was too afraid to even do with a demo account. What are you doing? You're feeding yourself toxic horseshit. That's what you're doing. Everything I tell you not to do in these long-winded fucking diatribes, I'm telling you, don't do those things. And who's doing it? You, Buster. And then bitching about why you can't figure it out. I did all this stuff, folks. I did all these things to myself, and I literally caused the longest learning curve that could have been 1/4 of the time. Emotions, they're real. The psychological effects on this stuff, it's real. I didn't hide it from you. I talk about it all the time. And Mr. Douglas in his book isn't going to scratch the surface of what you're really going to fucking feel and what you're going to want to do and how it's going to cause you to be reckless. Who cares if I blow this account? I'll just pay the $50 for a reset. Well, try that with a live account. Try that with a real $50,000 account. Try that with a real $100,000 or $150,000 account. Doesn't work like that, folks. You have to trade it like it's just like that. If you don't, just wait around. You're submitting to a process, and the outcome is you'll blow it. It's just a matter of time. Or you could be one of the apt pupils here and listen to good advice, sound logic that works, that comes with real profits behind it, with receipts. And not just my own, other people from different walks of life that finally submitted to it. And every time, if you ask them or hear them in an interview, they always say what they were doing in the beginning. That was many times what I've told all of you not to do. And they spend more time doing the things they shouldn't be doing and less time doing the things I told them to do. And they're paying for doubt. Those dollar loss